What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel where I provide no bullshit advice for people who want to start keto and stay keto long term. Today we're going to do a really cool product review of stuff from Foodstirs. Foodstirs is an American lifestyle and baking company, and they sell like subscription kits and meal boxes and treat boxes online, and you can buy pre-made products just like these, or you can buy mixes, or you can buy little baking kits to make with your kids. They have so much cute stuff on their website, and they sent me the cutest apron. CEO of Baking Treats. It may be a little generous, but we'll see how it goes. So in today's video, we're gonna make this keto cookie mix, which is really intriguing, and I'll show you the macros on here. It's 70 calories per serving, which is just the mix, and then it's got 2 net carbs per cookie, 4 grams of protein, 4.5 grams of fat. They really want to point out on all of their packaging that they use junk-free ingredients, so this does not have any of the BS that you would have in a regular cookie mix. This is just clean eats. It's actually in their slogan that they're a junk-free bakery. While this is in the oven, I'm gonna try these with some coffee because I love donuts, I love muffins. Now as a heads up, this is keto friendly, and it says it right on the package. These are not necessarily keto friendly. They have mixed product lines in their shop, so some stuff is higher carb, some stuff is lower carb or keto friendly. None of it has any crap ingredients in it. All of it is very high quality. Looking at the ingredients, all this stuff is organic, so we're gonna go through and try these for you guys. Let's get started. So in this mix, all it calls for is some almond milk, some melted butter, and some vanilla extract, which was kind of surprising because usually you have a couple of eggs in any sort of pre-made mix. But I just went through and I melted this butter, and then after I did that, we're gonna go ahead and add the almond milk to it, and then a little bit of vanilla. I have vanilla extract real quick, but I do have all of these other flavors, so we're gonna try something. We'll try some almond. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside the bag. It's very fine, but I'm gonna be honest, the smell is different. It smells like very dark chocolate, if you know what that smells like. It's definitely thickening up the longer it's in the mix. It's very thin. I'm looking at the ingredients now. I'm trying to see like, what is the binding agent in this? I don't really know. I guess it's the protein. I'm not really sure. It's really strange that it doesn't have any sort of egg in it, in my opinion. I just took the instructions, and it says that it wants me to do 24 cookies, and we're using a 1 tablespoon size. This is gonna go on an ungreased cookie sheet, 2 inches apart. Don't flatten the cookies, so I'm gonna use one of these to make sure that I don't do any of that.
Changing now, say you gotta bounce when 2 seconds ago said you just got in the house. It's hard to believe.
I tried to do this in 24 cookies, but it just didn't happen for me. I think my scoop may have been a little bit over a tablespoon, but we got 12 here, we got 6 here, so we got 18 cookies. We're just gonna go with it. That means that the macro count's gonna be a little bit higher per cookie, probably about 3 carbs per cookie. That's fine with me. It's erythritol. It's fine. They don't seem very bulky. I'm very used to big cookies, so I'm probably gonna even out some of these real quick so it has some more baking room just in case it spreads. While that's baking, since I didn't use eggs, I'm just gonna give this cookie dough a little taste. It's pretty good. I don't really taste like a protein flavor. I can kind of taste the erythritol. I can definitely taste the almond flour. I used almond extract, so it's extra almondy, but I like that. I don't really taste stevia, so that's cool because I don't love the taste of stevia on its own, so it's not a very strong stevia flavor. Yeah, I really like the flavor of the cookie dough. Okay, so while that stuff's in the oven, I want to go over who Foodstirs is as a company and what I think of their branding. So I'm looking at their website right now, and first of all, so cute, so easy to navigate. I think their messaging is great, their colors match, their logos look good. I love it, and I think for the type of people that they're looking to sell this to, good job. So if you're watching this from Foodstirs, thank you. It's super playful, the colors are super bright. I'm gonna go to the shop and see how much this stuff costs. Okay, wow, a lot of these are sold out. So they must be really good. So the powdered mini donuts, this is a 6-pack. Looking at the serving size, it's 4 donuts. So this is a serving and a half in the 6-pack. For a box of 6 of these packages is $23.94. That's not bad for $4 for a pack of donuts, which I would split into 2, maybe 3 servings if I wanted to keep it low carb. I don't think that's too bad. Looking at the blueberry muffins, it comes with 6 packs of 4 muffins. Each of these packs is 1 serving. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Also $4 a piece. If you think of like little bites, which are loaded with sugar and just a whole bunch of crap, to have a better alternative for roughly the same cost is not bad in my opinion. They have all kinds of flavors of these too. Like for the donuts, they've got powdered donuts, double chocolate donuts, like the covered donuts, so good. And then for the mini muffins, they do blueberry, chocolate chip, brownie, and snickerdoodle. You can also get a variety snack pack, which comes with 1 of each of all of these. 6 packages, each of them is a different flavor, and that's $24.99. The keto chocolate chip cookie mix is $8.99 a bag. It's maybe a little steep, but I'm used to Swerve cake prices, and that's not outrageous for a keto baking mix, honestly. You can get a trio for $24.99. It saves you $1.98. I think that's a good deal. I would do that. It's better than most out there. It could definitely be lower in price, and I think as we see more of these keto products come on the market, it will get a little bit better. If you want to capture a little bit more of your market, you may consider lowering the cost at least $1 per pack, but I think honestly, compared to other stuff, it's not that crazy. I don't really have a discount code for you guys. They didn't give me one. If they give one to me, I'll put it in the description box below, so check back for that. You can spin to win on their website for free shipping, $20 off, 10% off, 20% off. There are a few different discounts available there, so just go to their website. It's www.foodstirs.com, and you spin a little wheel on the homepage and you'll get that. The stuff looks like it's baking really nicely, so cool. Okay, so they say they were started by 3 parents determined to challenge the status quo and create a better food experience for everyone. Whether you make it yourself or we make it for you, we're on a mission to clean up your favorite treats by providing the best tasting, highest quality, sweet-baked snacks without compromise. If you can't pronounce it, we're not making it, because the only place for junk is in the drawer. When ingredients are awesome and steps are simple, we can create sweet experiences together. We can all be Foodstirs. That's cute. And it has an explanation of why their logo is what it is, which is pretty cool because a lot of companies don't do that. So people are just like, oh, that's just what they thought was cute. But there's a lot of psychology into logo design, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for doing that. They talk about using lower sugar, how they're organic and non-GMO. They use fair trade chocolate, and then they don't use glyphosate residue. So they've got a store locator on here. I'm just gonna type in my city and we'll put it at a 50-mile radius just to see. So they're in 4 stores in Montgomery, which is about an hour away from us. They're actually in 2 stores. They just have them double listed on here. They have Foodstirs at 2 different locations. One's at Whole Food, one's at the Fresh Market, and it's about an hour away. They also have them on Amazon. It says they have them at Walmart, but we don't have them at ours. It may just depend on who's doing the ordering from their distribution center. So I'll have to go and see if we can request those. I don't see those smaller grocery chains like Winn-Dixie. So it could be a little better. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 for availability. There's always room to improve. So I literally just recorded the beginning of the muffin tasting, except it wasn't recording. So we're gonna backtrack a little bit. So in this entire package, there's only 6 grams of sugar. A lot of the carbs in here come from like the flours that they're using. They have the cutest thing inside of them. There's like these little fortune type things. Kind of reminds me of like the mini fun fact under a Snapple lid. So cute. Have like chia seeds in them. They're super moist. And if you hate the word moist, I'm sorry, because it's one of my favorites. They taste like the muffins that I used to get in high school. They were under a warmer. I go every morning, I get muffins and I get milk. It was my favorite thing. It hurt the hell out of my stomach, but it was so good. Honestly, it's like unfair how good these are. In my box that I got from Foodstirs, I had 2 packs of each of these. And I gave one of them to my wife, and she absolutely raved about the mini muffins. That's her favorite thing. So in a pack of these, you're gonna have 170 calories, 25 total carbs, 3 grams of dietary fiber. So each of them is a little less than 6 net carbs per muffin. It's 2 grams of protein. Most of the ingredients in here are organically sourced. It's made with coconut oil, and they have really cute barcodes on all of their stuff. Like these have the muffins, these have donuts, and I'll put a picture on here, but the cookies had a little cookie on their barcode. Just a really nice touch. I really like that. Let's get into these. This has 1.5 servings per container. 4 donuts is 210 calories, 10 total fat, 32 total carbs with 7 dietary fibers, so there's 25 net carbs, and then 2 grams of protein. So that means that each donut is about a little over 6 net carbs. They smell like coffee cake. These taste like the fall in a donut. Like there's nutmeg, I think there's cinnamon in there maybe, the vanilla is in there, they're a little chewy from whatever, maybe molasses is in there or something that's making it chewier, but whatever the sweetener is in there, it's just caramelized so nicely within the donut, and then the sweetener on top is so good. And they're not too sweet. And I'm usually a little more sensitive to sugar. There's definitely no evidence of like a bitter sugar alcohol or anything like that in here. If there's erythritol, I'm not really getting a cooling flavor, so that's a good thing. Taste, flavor on these, 10 out of 10. Like, I don't think there's anything you could add that would improve these. They're already perfect. Don't add anything, don't change anything. They're not too sweet, they're not too salty. The texture is perfect. If you are not doing keto and you're just looking to clean up your diet, highly recommend these. Okay, so these are our finished cookies. I will say they look a little flat, and that is because of the butter. The bottom of them looks really nice and caramelized, but they're very delicate. Handling these very gently. Oh, and there it is. And maybe after they cool off, they probably get a little more solid, but they're very delicate out of the oven. I'm gonna try one and see what I think. So this is a quarter of it. I'm gonna try it now, and then I'm gonna try one when they cool off. They definitely have a good chocolate chip cookie taste. I really like the flavor of the chocolate chips in there. I think that's because the chocolate chips have organic cane sugar in there, and so they don't have some of the other like erythritol monk fruit that I'm used to and other like alternatively sweetened chocolate chips. Out of the oven, they're very moist. They're very like cakey, and they kind of dissolve in your mouth, but like in a good way. Now, I prefer my cookies to be crunchy, so I'm hoping when they cool off, they'll be a little bit more like I like them. I can tell that the edges are drying out just a little bit, so that's a good thing. And they're a lot less brittle, but they're still very soft in the middle. The edge is getting a little crunchy. It definitely feels like everything's coming together a little bit more, but it still kind of melts in your mouth. As far as like a mouthfeel, it's not really what I'm used to in a cookie. It almost tastes underdone, but not because of a lack of cooking. I think it's the protein powder. They don't taste like they're overly sweetened. Now that it's kind of cooling, I can taste the erythritol on the outside of the cookie. It's doing a little bit of that that cooling mouthfeel thing. The chocolate chips are just so good. Like, they're the shining star on these cookies. I think the mix itself could probably use a little bit of work as far as what goes in it, something to help fluff it up. What I've found really helps in cookies to make them chewier is gelatin. I don't know if that's something that you guys are using or thinking about using, but I think gelatin would really help these cookies. And I may end up getting another one just to try it with a pack of gelatin in it. But like, if you look at the card on here, the cookies look like rounded, like a regular chocolate chip cookie, and they didn't really turn out like that. And I think it has something to do with the melted butter in there. Room temp butter might be better to use. Mix it all up, put it in the fridge and let it set and just combine. That would probably help the shape of the cookie a little bit more. And now I understand why they didn't want you to flatten it, because it does it on its own. Do I like these? Yes. But I think they just need a little bit of love to make the recipe exactly 100% perfect. The non-keto stuff, y'all are great there, Foodstirs. Y'all do not need to improve that at all. This one I think still has a little bit of work to do. Now that I've tasted it, would I want to pay $9 a mix? Maybe not. But I think with those improvements, that wouldn't be a problem to justify that cost to me. So let's go through these ratings by the way I usually do it in my blog. So first we have taste. I think for the regular junk-free products that are a little bit higher in carbs, perfect. Don't change, 10 out of 10. Taste on the cookies, I'm gonna go 6 out of 10 just because I think they need improvement. So we'll meet in the middle there and we'll say 8 out of 10 on taste. Availability. The closest ones to me are an hour away. They're on Amazon. It could be better. They could be in convenience stores like the gas station if any of this was there and it was a better option than the other things that we have there, I would choose this over the other crap. But we don't have anything like that. So that may be a market opportunity for Foodstirs. We don't have them in Walmart, at least not ours, and we don't have them in Publix. But I can get them on Amazon. I can get them direct from their website, and they have them in other retailers like Whole Foods too. So we're gonna go 7 out of 10 on availability. For necessity, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10. I don't think you need a keto cookie mix to do keto. It's one of those products that's like, if you need a treat, then yeah, go for it. But it's not something that's just gonna make or break ketosis for you. But that being said, a lot of people need to have some sort of sweet, or else they're gonna fall off track. If you are cutting out sweeteners, more power to you, but everybody's not there yet. So if you know that you're gonna have a hard time staying keto or staying low carb, and you're gonna need some sort of sweet thing here and there, it may be a good thing to keep on the shelf, especially if you can use it to make with a family member, because I know baking is definitely like a group pastime. So it wouldn't be bad to have. It certainly would be a great gift for somebody, but would I buy it? Probably not unless I needed it. Cost for the regular stuff, perfect. Cost for the keto thing is a little high in my opinion, based off of how it tastes and how many it made. I couldn't get it to go to 24, and I don't think my cookies are super large either. So I'm gonna say the cost is a little bit high. I'm gonna go 6 out of 10 for the keto one, and so we'll meet in the middle again there, and I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 for cost. For quality, the ingredients are all amazing, especially in the keto one, super good stuff. For the other stuff, it's not what I would reach for on keto, so I'm gonna dock at 1 point for that, but we're gonna go 9 out of 10 for the quality of stuff in here. Branding, no question, 10 out of 10. We love it. There's nothing wrong with the branding. It's all perfect. I love the colors, I love the logo, I love the packaging. Love it. I'm adding up the score now, and out of 10, my recommended rating for these is gonna be 6.5. That is generally a recommend. It's a little above neutral. I'm kind of neutral because of the flavor of it and the cost. Definitely not neutral on these. If you're not keto, you need to have these. If you're low carb, I think you should buy these either way. But I think there's a little bit of product improvement that needs to happen before I can give it a wholeheartedly strong recommendation. Altogether, honestly, you know how hard it is to find a packaged keto cookie baking mix? Like, they are doing some groundwork here to have something super great. And I hope once this has worked out and this is perfect, they move into other flavors like snickerdoodle and white chocolate macadamia and double chocolate chunk. And I mean, there are so many flavors that they could go into, and I can't wait to see what's coming next from this company. So that's all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to check out Foodstirs, you can go to foodstirs.com, put a link in the description down there, check them out on my Amazon shop. And do me a favor and like this video if you want to see more keto product reviews from me. If you have a specific company in mind, drop a comment below and I'll go ahead and do that for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Honestly, y'all, my dentist would be proud. Cheers to you, Dr. Blackwood.